And hello, all my cruising and travel friends. I hope you all are having a fantastic night. And tonight we are talking all about American Airlines and my previous experiences with them, as it was, we'll say, one interesting ride. But first things first, I do have a friend in the basement, so let's give a thumbs up if you're ready to rock and roll. He's just readjusting his camera. I'm gonna presume he's ready. So here he is. Hello, Justin. How are you doing?
Good. How about you doing? How are you, Rob?
I'm doing quite fine. Just give me a moment. I want to fix something because there is some displays that in the background I'm just not a fan of. So let's see if I can fix it. Uh, Layouts. Not sure why it has changed on me, but that is very unique and strange. Let's see, there we go.
A picture of that nice, beautiful ship.
Picture of that very beautiful, nice, beautiful ship. So, you said you're doing good?
Yep, doing good. How about you?
Yes, sir. So, like I did mention, and of course, our friend Jeremy from Jeremy and Cheryl Cruise Adventures and Cruising is Fun Anytime should be dropping on into the live stream very soon. But before we get too dive in the deep, I do have one quick little video that does need to get played for tonight, as we will be diving in to my experience with American Airlines.
Yep.
And this is my own personal opinion, so don't take it any personal if you disagree with it. But here's that video, so all bases are covered.
This content is intended for adults only. There may be graphical and/or disturbing things talked about. If this offend you, please consider watching video mine. If under 18, please seek permission from a responsible adult before continuing watching. You have been warned.
Yes, and there it is. It is the disclaimer.
Yep.
So, as some things just might be said that may not be the norm, we'll call it. But before we dive too deep into that, let's welcome on people into the chat, as this has been a very hot topic and people have been waiting to hear about this story. And so you all know, today we're only talking about just the American Airlines part.
Yep.
And then next week, or on the next live stream, but it's scheduled for next week right now, we will talk about the rest of the trip. But today, it's just focused on American Airlines. So first up in the chat is your friend and mine, Cheryl from Cruising is Fun
Anytime.
Anytime.
No matter what time of the year, it's fun. Either way.
Either way. Next on up into the chat is Savage Batman.
Batman.
Me and Savage Batman had a war going on today. in another live stream, and it was actually pretty fun. So thank you for the fun in that live stream because it was fun going back and forth.
I could imagine.
Oh yeah. Followed by Cruise Nuts. Welcome on in.
How's it going, Cruise Nuts?
And that is Mike.
Mike?
From the great state of Texas.
Ain't nothing better than Texas.
Yep, and I think I heard you're going down to Texas in a couple of years.
Yep. I'm going down there in a couple of years, and last I heard is same with you as well too. I believe so.
Yet again, I'm going back to Texas.
Yep.
Yet again.
Yeah, but yep. So at least for you, it'll be a welcome back. Me, it'll be for the first time because I've never been to Texas before.
And then everyone's Mama Najuma Brown.
How's it going, Najuma?
And everyone's saying hello to each other. And we're just going to stop right there. And I do see our friend Jeremy is down below. So let's give her a big thumbs up if you're ready to rock and roll.
Let's go.
I'm assuming he's ready to rock and roll. So here he is. Hello.
How's it going, Jeremy?
How you doing?
I am well.
That is good.
That's good to hear.
Yep.
All right. And the next person in this chat is Ryan. Hello, Ryan. And welcome on in. And we are at the bottom of the chat. Oh, and of course, Hats for a Mission. Welcome on in. And this channel is a very great channel. So head on over and check it on out. As it has a very great creator named Jeremy. Or he makes hats for the homeless.
It's kind of like this one, but not as big normally.
Yeah.
Yes, sirree.
The one he has is bigger.
No, like I was making these during the Super Bowl, and I'm like, I bet nobody wants this. What is? I call this my Kansas City hat.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna put that one up on Poshmark. See how fast I can move it.
Yes, sirree. So, like we did mention at the very beginning, today we're talking all about the American Airlines flight and how it all arranged and arrived with this amazing trip I did a few weeks ago. Working my way down to NOLA. At least
Hola.
I was going to NOLA.
Yeah.
But I didn't end up getting into NOLA. So, if you have questions, make sure you put it in the comment section right over there. And we will make sure, right?
Right.
I think I'm pointing in the right direction.
Yeah.
I think. I'm not too sure. It's either this side or that side.
Yeah. This side or that side.
It's on one of those sides.
One of them, yeah.
And we'll make sure we try and get to it and answer it for you. So, this trip all began at Toronto Pearson Airport, where we had to actually make our way to the airport. So all that was clear sailings. But once we got to the airport, we had some difficulty checking our bags in. And it took a little while, but we finally got it in. The bags checked in. But yet, what did it do is it double charged us. And I said, yes, double charged to check our bags in.
That's insane.
Yes, so imagine checking your bag in to go under the belly and you got double charged. So currently right now I'm still working with them to get some of that money back. So I'm not paying double the price to have my bag brought with me into the belly. Like, put your bag in the belly.
Mm-hmm.
So once we finally got the bags all checked in, and of course I didn't find out I was double charged until after I got home, because that's when I got the notification. But once we got through the customs, because we do customs over here in Canada before we go into the States.
Yeah.
We don't do it when we land in the States.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So once we got through customs, we actually sat down, we had some food. That's all good. Can't complain about that. But when we got to the gate, there was 2 flights going out of that gate. The first flight was to Charlotte, which was one of our connecting routes, which that was my flight with my mom and nephew. And the following flight after us was a flight off to Philadelphia. So the lady at the gate was forcibly checking in all carry-on bags.
Yeah.
It didn't matter how much you had, that she was going to check that in at the gate. And you would meet your bag at the gate. So, of course, the carry-on bag I had all my camera gear. Every last camera gear. And there was no option. I had to check that in at the gate, which I fully regret checking that in at the gate. Now, and you'll find out why later on in this live stream. I regret doing it. So finally, when we got to go on the airplane and scanning our boarding pass, a different gate agent offered, would you like to check it to your final destination instead of having to pick it up on the bridge when you land in Charlotte? So we went, sure, why not? It just makes the rest of the way through, since it'll be easier since we have to check it in. So we ended up doing that. So we finally got to Charlotte. And then that's where all hell breaks loose. Our flight, for the next flight from Charlotte to New Orleans, got delayed by 5 hours.
Ouch.
Yes, I said 5 hours. Which meant we would not make it to the ship on time for a 4 o'clock departure as they blow that horn and they sail out down that Mississippi River.
Yeah.
So we're in Charlotte, and because of the delay, we end up getting some meal vouchers. And how much you all think those meal vouchers were worth each? Let us know in that comment section. Right over there. I think it's on this side. And if you're rewatching or catching the replay, leave it in that comment section down below. What number do you think it is? and I will let you all know later on in the live stream.
Look, there's somebody else in the chat.
And just jumped on into the chat is our friend Anthony on the move.
What's up? What's up?
What's up
Come
with
on,
you?
Anthony.
I think that's also a new picture of him there.
Yep.
So that's a very nice picture. And Salvage Batman is saying, for me, it's on the side.
Oh man, it's good to see Savage in the chat.
All right.
It is definitely good to see
Savage.
Salvage in the chat.
I bet he'll be number one chatter over here on Cruising on the High Seas.
Yep. And travel.
And travel.
How are you going to beat yourself in your own chat on your own show, Rob?
I'm not even trying to do
Oh, well,
beat
here's
myself.
another contender. I see Ryan's in the house.
Yep, and we will get to that later on. So, like I said, we will get to the voucher price later on in the show.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, it's not as high as some people would think. If that is a good hint and clue for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, with that flight being delayed for about 5 hours and us not making the ship, we had to contact the helpline with Norwegian because that's who we were sailing with. And believe it or not, they had no idea of this flight having an issue
Mm-hmm.
and being delayed. So once they looked up the information and saw, oh yeah, you guys are being delayed and you won't make that ship, they gave us two options. We can just turn around and say, okay, let's go home and give us our money back. Or they can reroute us and we will catch up with the ship, not one, but 2 days later.
Wow.
2 days later, we catch up with that ship.
Oh my Lord.
So we ended up choosing that catching up with 2 days later because I took the week off of work.
Yep.
Yeah.
So turning around and going back home, sitting in the cold, when I would have warmth, would not be an option to me.
No, definitely not.
For my nephew, he'd been off school anyways because he was on exam week. So he was going to be home anyways. And for my mother, well, she's retired from her long career that she has done.
Yep. My mom's retired as well too.
So she could go again anytime she wants.
Yep.
So
my mom could too. She's retired as well from her long career that she did.
Yep. So we continue on, and we ended up going to a few more airports than we originally planned on. So from Charlotte, we had to go over to Atlanta Airport. And of course, we were moved over to another airline. But before we got moved to that airline, we had to get our bags pulled off of the current flight that we were supposed to be on. And that had to be done down at baggage. And how would you feel if they told you it's going to take 45 minutes and beyond to pull your bags? And it took over 3 hours to get the bags pulled. Now there was 5 bags that had to be pulled. Justin,
Yes.
how many bags do you think they pulled from that flight?
Ooh. They probably pulled like, I'd say I'm guessing roughly, let's say like what, like 50 or so, like tons of bags, right?
No, we only had 5 bags,
5?
Justin. We only had 5 bags.
Only 5?
Out of our 5 bags, how many bags do you think they pulled?
Ooh. They probably pulled, I'd say 3?
It was more than 3, Justin.
5.
No, it was not 5. It was 4.
4. Oh,
They missed 1 bag.
wow.
And guess what bag that was? They missed. Jeremy, what bag was it? Well, I think we may have lost Jeremy for a second.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, he's back. Jeremy, which bag did they miss?
The tech bag.
The tech bag.
Wow.
They didn't
The
get
tech
that.
bag.
They didn't get that tech bag pulled. And they promised that that bag was pulled. And we asked, are you sure it wasn't still on that flight? And they said, no, 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 no. We even spoke to a manager, and they ensured that that bag was pulled. And right from Toronto, even to Charlotte, every person we spoke to, except the customer service in Charlotte, by after screening, was completely rude and disrespectful. The only ones that were actually polite and helpful to us was the ones who told us the flight was delayed and got us the meal vouchers. So we ended up having to flip airlines and have to recheck our bags in, and went with Delta Airlines from Charlotte to Atlanta.
Oh, man. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Then Atlanta.
We lost Jeremy again. I guess he's having difficulties with his
Yeah, I think Jeremy's
technical difficulties, I
I
guess.
think Jeremy is having some difficulty with his internet connection right now. But then we went from Atlanta, and he's back. Then we went from Atlanta to Mexico City.
Yeah.
And once we got into Mexico City, we had a 12-hour layover.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, I said 12
Well,
hours.
wow. What the? That's
And
even longer than us getting back to Miami.
Long, yes, Justin, that was longer from us getting from Miami into
Toronto.
I think we went to Charlotte first.
Yeah. No. Well, going back, we were at the Miami
Oh yes.
airport for
Yes. Going back home.
10 hours.
Oh yeah. Go back home. That was a direct flight.
Yeah.
I remember that one now. And that was actually with American Airlines. We went with Justin because me and you always fly American Airlines.
Yep. We always fly American
For
Airlines.
some reason, it's always American Airlines we're flying with.
Oh, there must be something good about American Airlines and why we keep flying with them.
Until this incident happened.
Yeah.
So we end up spending from 9 o'clock at night till 9 o'clock in the morning at the airport, waiting for our flight.
Wow.
Now, I'm sure most of you would not want to be spending the night in the airport, especially an airport that you do not know.
Yeah.
But before we get too far out of the chat, let's dive back into the chat. And I'm just going to try and see where I left off. PK's trying to crank up his numbers. And Savage Batman is saying, I'm not trying to start another war, Rob. Well, that's good because nor am I. But that was fun this morning. Anthony is here. And of course, Justin knows this guy here.
Yeah, of course I know.
Hello, Christopher. He's
How are you
saying,
doing, Chris?
meet Justin and Cruise Nuts. Cheryl is coming in. Why don't you turn around and get a full refund? Oh, God, hell no.
No, that's not an option.
That's not even an option.
He still wants to enjoy his cruise. Like you book time off of work for it.
Exactly. And then she comes in and goes with, did you book through the cruise line or the flight? I always book through the cruise line. And this is the reason why I book through, and you will find out as I tell the story. So, you'll find out the reason why I book through the cruise line. Nightbot jumping in a whole bunch, and then Cheryl was guessing how many bags. I'm not trying to start no war. That's good. Chris is saying hello again.
What are we doing tonight? We're doing good, Chris. How are you?
We're doing good. The war was, yes, Batman, the war. Oh, let's get up on the screen. There we go. The war earlier was fun. Let's see how get top charter tomorrow. Yes, we will see. And then Eddie Lugo, yo yo yo, is in the house. And look at what Eddie's now doing. One
letter chats.
Yeah.
He longed for the best.
He learns from the best.
Yeah.
That's why Nightbot. That's why the. Oh wow, the one letter.
Oh wow, and it just goes on. I'm just gotta scroll. Bear with me, guys.
All right, well here it is. This is.
Was that bring me up on the screen, bro?
Okay. He wants to come on up on screen, so I just gotta send him the link on over.
Yeah.
I have no problem bringing him up on screen.
Emma says, "What's up?"
Hello, Emma.
How's it? How are you doing, Emma?
And I believe Eddie and Cheryl are now going for the top chatter.
It appears that.
Yes.
Invite, copy. And there you go. All right, Chris, it's in your inbox. Ryan's going, wow, Eddie. Emma's asking, how's it going? It's going good. And, what's Salvage Batman? And now we're at the bottom. And now we're at the bottom of the chat.
Yep.
So we end up spending 12 hours in Mexico City waiting for our flight in the morning. And you would think that it would be pretty dead in Mexico City
Mm-mm.
in the airport. No siree.
Nope, definitely not.
There was always something going on. And people walking around constantly, security. There was even shops. Like the shops where you can get food and all that. There was always shops open to get food and drinks.
Nice.
Always. So the safety was fantastic. And my friend, Mr. Christopher, is now in the house.
Yes, he's in the
Welcome right
house.
in.
What's
Chris,
up,
Morning,
guys?
Chris. What up?
Chris, turn your camera.
Whoop.
Yep, turn it like that.
Yeah,
Perfect.
there we go.
There we go.
There we go.
I did.
So
There we go.
after we left Mexico City, we went to
How's it going, guys?
I'm
Very
good.
good, very good, very good. Mexico City, we went.
Yeah,
Anthony,
another friend of ours,
before
Chris.
I dive out of Mexico City, Anthony is asking a question about it. What time did you get to Mexico City? It was about 9 o'clock. What time did you get? So, do you have the stream going on another device, Chris?
I have my TV on.
Okay, turn it down so it doesn't cause an echo, please.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, we got in there at 9 o'clock, and the next flight out was about 9:30. So after we left Mexico City, we went to another Mexican airport. Do not ask me how to pronounce it, but it was in Casamaya. But it's not Casamaya name of the airport. It's I don't know how to pronounce that airport, so don't even try to ask me. Pardon me?
Banana.
It's one of those bananas.
Bananas.
Like I cannot even pronounce it.
What else fails? Don't pronounce that. Just say banana.
It's a banana.
Or hamburger. It makes you feel good to say that word.
It definitely does.
True
So-
facts, you know?
After doing all that flying, we finally get to where the cruise.
Docked, right?
Well, we get to where the airport where we need to be, so we can catch the ship the next day.
Oh, man.
But of course, I said the next day.
Right?
So what?
Yeah,
So
the
what
next
do you
day.
think that? So what do you think that would mean, Christopher? If that would also involve
Sorry.
flying into another airport to catch the cruise ship the next day. So what do you think we would have to do that night?
Stay in a hotel.
Stay in a hotel,
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
of course.
Yep.
So while we were in Charlotte, we also arranged a hotel for that night.
Mm.
It was fairly close to the airport, and they gave us free shuttle to and from the airport.
No.
So they picked us up. Not that bad. Now, of course, there wasn't much around that hotel, and the language barriers was very challenging, we'll say,
But giant.
because
Yeah.
none of us can speak Spanish pretty much at all.
Oh, my goodness.
Because Mexico is a Spanish country.
Yeah. And well, they're all speaking Spanish, not English, you know?
Right.
English isn't one of the domination, but around the hotel, it was a little. You can get more English than
Spanish.
the Spanish. Now they do still speak Spanish, but you're gonna
Yeah.
get some English,
Mhm.
Yeah. Which was the good part about it.
which is the good part
Mhm.
until the following day.
Mm.
So, of course, by then we were all exhausted.
I would believe so.
Yes,
I could
after doing
imagine.
all that traveling, you would be exhausted.
Oh yeah.
That's deeper than a goose chase.
Yeah, it's like having an excursion
Hmm.
before you even get onto the ship.
Yeah.
So
I would pull my hair out. I really would.
yeah. So
Go to the
I'll be
fiance.
going nuts. How's it going, Emma?
what's up, Emma? How are you? And here is Mr. Eddie Lugo.
Oh,
How's it going,
shit.
Eddie?
What's up, Lugo?
How's it going, Eddie?
Yo, 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 yo.
Yo.
Yep. So
There you go.
After we-
I'm here to teach you guys Spanish.
yes, he is.
Número uno.
Looks like we're in Mexico.
Oh boy.
Órale.
Yeah. So after we spent that night at the hotel, we finally get to head off to the cruise ship. But you know how long
Hallelujah.
and we had to arrange a private transportation.
¿Para dónde?
Of course, all you hear right now is nothing but money.
Mula, dinero, lana.
So
I
because
just
we
gave
had
it
to
free right
cover,
there. So,
we had to cover all the meals, the hotels,
oh,
the transportation to get
Wow.
to the ship.
No, my Lord.
But
Yep.
the rest of that money part will come towards the end of this live stream.
The
Like I said.
vacation would have ended before I left. Before I left my tech bag anywhere, the vacation would have been over. That would have been it. That would have been my turnaround point so far, man. I have to have my tech bag. I really do. Whenever they told me to check it, I would have been like, no, this is too screwy. Y'all got too many rules. Can't do it because I'm so used to having it on my back and at my feet on the airplane that it's just like, no, I'm not checking that. It's a backpack. Sorry,
Exactly.
Yep.
not doing it.
So
But that is also a good caution for me as a content creator to never upgrade my bag to a carry-on because they can't make you check a personal item. A backpack is just a personal item. It goes at your feet and it fits underneath the seat as it sits, as it stands right now.
correct.
And I also got our medicine and stuff in there too.
Yeah.
Charging station, everything that I need to be a content creator is on my back. And I refuse to check that. No, they're going to toss it around too much and break my stuff. Even if the bag doesn't get found, they're still going to break the stuff. So
because they get tossed around in so many different positions.
Yeah, exactly. And those are machines that are handling your bag whenever it's downstairs. It's not humans. So the machine's going to throw it too.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Those machines are dangerous.
Yeah, they are. So I don't know, man. You're a brave man, Rob.
I'm brave, but guess what?
Very brave.
Sound like you had Tito with the little truck that's got the things coming up on the
But
sides.
trust me,
You're going through a Mexican jungle trying to get to the Costa Maya cruise port. Man, it sounds like one of them movies from the 80s.
But trust me, it's staying with me now.
Yes,
Oh, wow,
it's
that's
there
a
with you now, man.
Heck, dude.
Even if it have to do this,
Oh, that's rough.
Do that.
it's staying with me.
But I remember you took that with you, like on the plane, the last two cruises that we were on.
Mm-hmm.
That's the tech bag. It's got to stay with you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So that was an hour and a half ride from the hotel.
How you say knucklehead in Spanish, Eddie?
come mierda.
Okay. I hope that was knucklehead, ladies and gentlemen. I have no way to fact check this man.
That's what we said in Puerto Rico. So
Oh, okay.
mierda, coño.
Let's get this way.
Wow,
Let's do it like this way.
we would have had so much fun. if I would have been on that trip.
Been delayed so far a total of 17 hours.
Correct.
I would have gave up a long time ago, man.
Jesus.
12 hours in Mexico City. No, 12 hours in a hotel, and then you can come and pick me up after the 12 hours is over with.
Here's the fact checks for Knucklehead in Spanish.
Okay. Play it again.
Gagesa Weka.
Oh, cabeza hueca. Empty head.
Empty head. Okay.
And that was done by Google Translator.
Nice.
Whatever that is.
You know, you could have asked your bot to do that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, my bot's in the other room.
You got to relocate her, man.
But I'm thinking of getting another bot.
Another
soon.
bot day.
It's bring your bot to work day.
Yes.
Yeah, bring
Well,
the bot.
you can check it on the live stream.
I thought today was bring your kid to work today. Because I did this morning.
The bots are his
I was going
kids.
my kid to meet to work.
Right.
Yeah. So anyways, once we did that hour and a half ride from the hotel to the cruise port, we see the ship in sight. And now we know we're getting on board.
Yep.
But it was one interesting ride. And we're going to stop that piece of the pie there. As the following week, we're going to continue on with the rest of the trip. As today, we're only focusing on American Airlines.
American. Yeah.
So like I mentioned in Charlotte, we did get some vouchers each. How much do you all think those vouchers were worth?
Oh, yeah. You asked that a while ago. Is that whenever they start like saying we oversold the flight? So for like $400, we can email you some money and you can spend or whatever.
No.
Is that what you're talking about? Or
No. So basically, what you're referring to is basically we want to bump you off the flight,
right?
And we're going to move you to another flight either later in that day,
right,
or the next day. That's what you're referring to. What I'm talking about is, say your flight is at, say, 9 o'clock.
Hi, Muffin.
And then your flight's now not going to be until, say, 1 o'clock. So
okay,
you're delayed in the airport to get to your final destination.
Okay, and you're talking per person, right?
And this is per person.
My guess is 25.
You're going to guess 25. Chris, how much are you going to guess?
50?
Okay. Justin?
I would say 40.
Okay. Eddie?
800.
800.
Oh my goodness.
What can I do with $800 to spend in the airport?
I know, right? Go get a hotel.
Might as well.
Well,
Right.
I once it happened to me and I got $2,000.
Oof.
Well,
Yeah, I would have waited too for $2,000. Shoot, I'm even if it took me 2 days, I'm waiting.
Because they kept going up and nobody wanted to go in the last minute.
you know, we're talking about,
I called Alice at home and said, listen, this is happening. I'm taking the money. She's like,
Right. I would too. Baby would get me if I didn't.
yeah.
hey,
$2,000.
you realize we're talking about a delayed flight.
Okay, delayed flight.
Oh, a delayed flight. All right.
So how much was it, Rob? Who was closest?
Who was the closest? Well, if we're going to go with the closest,
Without going over.
So what do they mean?
without going over, well, I'm
Yeah.
sorry to break it to you. You all went the hell over. You all went the freak hell over.
We all went over at
Wait,
$25.
Eddie
20
was-
bucks.
Eddie was the farthest over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No,
Oh my God. Okay, how much were your vouchers, Rob?
$12.50.
$12.
50?
Man, hell. What?
I tend to go.
50 cents.
No, that's the turnaround move, Rob.
Oh, yeah.
How you say empty head again, Lugo?
Cabeza hueca.
Yeah.
Come mierda. That's what we said in Puerto Rico. Maricón.
12.
I thought he buy a cup of coffee. No,
Coño.
And I even had to even ask for the vouchers.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Because I said up here in Canada, if we are delayed for 3 hours or more, we are entitled to vouchers. She really handy said, okay, no problem. Here's the vouchers for you.
$12.50.
But up here, you would only get $15.
I mean, what they think it was Fort Lauderdale? You in Toronto? You're not in like
Yep.
Topeka or anything. I mean, what?
Up here in Toronto, the vouchers are good for 1 whole year. Down in Charlotte, you have to use it that day.
Wait,
Oh,
is
man.
it was that $12.50 Canadian or $12.50 American?
American. American.
Yeah,
Wow.
you won't be able to use Canadian down there. You can't use Canadian.
Oh my God, this is terrible.
Go grab a
Yes.
sandwich and that's it. You gotta pay
That's
more.
messed up.
Right? You can't buy nothing at the airport for $12.50. Maybe a soda and some butter toast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that
Or a
is,
coffee. Or
that is a
Cup of coffee, yeah.
yeah.
Wow. $12.50.
12.
And you had to be delayed by 17 hours, and they lost your tech bag.
and they lost my tech bag,
Mm.
which
Oh my goodness.
they
Yeah.
couldn't find. They couldn't find the tech bag. Remember, keep in mind they couldn't find it,
And it's somewhere in Mexico.
and it's no, it was somewhere in Charlotte.
Mm.
So one night when we finally got in Mexico, I logged on and did the bag tracking, and it showed it did make the flight, and it made it all the way to New Orleans.
Mm.
So I had to call into American Airlines and get them to hold the bag until the following week, till I can retrieve the bag
Oof.
after the cruise.
Yeah.
So obviously I wasn't really too impressed over that.
I need to start investing in some air tags. I really do. If we're going to be doing any kind of flying, I do need to get some air tags.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's rough.
It is.
Well, Justin,
Another thing that happened to me at the airport was that one of my bags got hit and one of the wheels got a little messed up. They gave me $150, and then they only give you $12.50. What the
For a bag?
for a bag? Yeah. I took it to customer service. The lady, as soon as she saw it in Southwest,
Hello?
as soon as she saw it,
Why am I on mute?
And $150.
You're not on mute, Justin.
You're not muted, Justin. We can hear you.
yeah, we can hear
All
you.
right. Now I can hear you.
You good?
You're
Hello?
sitting down, get up. They can hear.
We can hear you.
All right, there we go. Now I can hear you.
Okay.
Yo,
The reason
Chris,
I
are
was
you
lost
in
is because,
Canada
my mom tried to
also?
call and then
Sorry?
Are you in Canada also?
Yes.
Gotta repeat that.
Yes,
Are
he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you up there in Canada?
Oh, yes.
Yep, we're in Canada.
He's up here in the so-called 51st state.
Yep.
The freedom state.
The frozen state.
The frozen,
Frozen,
state.
yeah.
What is the weather where you are, good sir?
Pardon?
Where I'm at?
What's the weather where you are?
Whereabouts am I?
No. What,
It's the
how's
weather.
the weather?
Oh, the weather.
Yes,
It's mild right now.
Yeah, down here is mild, yeah.
that's
What
what's
do you
up.
mean by mile?
Like it's not too cold.
The snow's basically melting away.
Okay. The what?
The snow.
Oh! You mean the snowflakes?
I didn't hear that.
Oh,
What
the
was-
snow that we
what?
had.
Or the bowing through the snow drifts?
The
Oh,
snow.
snow. You're talking about snow. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that stuff that falls
Okay.
out of the sky, those snowflakes, right?
No, I mean on the ground. There was a bunch of snow on the ground.
We're messing with Rob. Every time we say snow in our morning show, he says it's a meme, and that's what he's doing right now. Captain Sleepy Talk, and he's sending us one of Samuel L. Jackson with a gun pointing and say snow
one more time.
Yeah, every time we say snow on the show.
Robbie's not a big fan of the snow, but I love the snow.
I love it too. Hey, we only get snow. We're down here in South Texas.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not really too big on the snow or the coldness.
We only get snow like once
we're in Canada.
7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't snow here very much at all. Today, so, you got Medea.
Medea. That's
Snow. Snow.
Yes. Snowballs. Snowmen. Snowwomen. Rob, it's a fact of life. The snow exists.
It does.
We need y'all's runoff and water to water all of our good plants and to feed our honeybees.
So, with all those running around and hopping around and whatever the heck you want to be calling it,
Yeah.
Catching up with that ship, who do you think had to do gets the final bill at the end of the day? Chris, who do you think gets the final bill with all those extra flights and hotels and transportation and food costs? Who do you think gets to pick up that bill?
People that are doing it, I guess.
The people that are doing it, yes, the people who are doing it, except for this one case. Our flights were booked through the cruise line.
Yep.
Which means what, Jeremy?
That means that you're guaranteed to get on the ship. I didn't know that they were going to treat you like third-class citizens in the process by not getting you proper lodging and having you sleep in the hotel. That was messed up.
Yeah, that is messed up. You missed like half of the cruise. Like that's.
I mean, if they got your back, cool, but at least try to get you to the ship the same day.
Yeah.
At least try to get you on the first stop. You know, but don't fix it to where people are uncomfortable. You know, that's where it comes into. It's like, yeah, we'll get you on the ship, but you got to crash in the airport for 12 hours. That doesn't make any sense.
No. If you're going to get me on the ship the same day, get me to the ship the same day.
Right. That's not how you treat your customers.
It doesn't work like that.
Supposedly, we weren't the only ones that went through this.
Terrible.
There was a couple from the great province of Quebec that had to do it. Did you see that look I got from this guy down here?
Yeah, we don't know what the beef you got with a province. But what province is it, Chris? Tell us the story because he's not doing it.
I think he said Quebec because naturally I'm originally
Quebec. Okay, well that's good.
I'm
it's a panda. What's up, Alice?
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm just calling him. Hello, Alice.
This guy here, Rob, he's been mean to me because I said no, and he sent me a bunch of bad news.
Yes.
So he's been bad to me. Curse him out in German.
I don't do that.
So,
all righty. Hope you all having a good time hanging out.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
On a snow trip here.
On a snow trip?
Yep.
Yes. A snow sled.
Be careful.
Quebec.
He's going to send that thing again.
Yeah. So, if you ever book flights with a cruise, for the love of God, book it with the cruise line. Because if something does go south, they at least
Which cruise line is this?
And try to fly down the day
Norwegian.
before the cruise.
and this
It was
was
Norwegian.
Norwegian.
We Norwegian.
It was Norwegian.
Norwegian
Yeah.
cruise lines.
The Norwegian
Wow.
getaway out of NOLA went off and left him. because he got delayed by 5 hours leaving.
Mm-hmm.
That's what threw the whole thing off. And he was,
okay.
and you can't fly in the same day. You have to fly in the day before.
Yeah.
That is the lesson that is learned here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
You
yeah.
cannot
Always on the
fly
day
in or
before.
drive in the same day, no matter who you think you are, because stuff happens. Mechanical failures happen. Weather
And it
happens.
could
Everything.
happen all of a sudden
How
too.
things are going right now here with the airports and all that, and our in a new king that we have now. Forget about it.
They're alive, if you make it there alive, then you want to be early for your sailing. That way, you don't have to run into situations like this.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
You have to go in the day before.
You definitely do.
So if you can, yeah, planes are dropping out the air, so you never know.
Yeah.
Take your time, get into the cruise.
I drive everywhere that I need to go.
And
Right.
hopefully the cruise lines start learning and flying you in the day before.
Yeah.
Right.
Luckily,
For some strange reason, they like to fly you in the day of.
Yep.
yeah. Well, that's why we always choose the day before or 2 days before.
Exactly.
Yes. You have to,
Yeah.
even if you're driving in, because like your car could have trouble. You could have a flat.
Or it could just stall on you.
Hi, Pebbles.
So it's always a good. It's a vacation, and what you want to do is not have all of the stress on you
Yeah.
all at the same time for
Yeah.
unnecessarily. You want to take your time, get to where you're going, get settled in,
Yeah.
and then be able to have a good vacation.
Hello, Nick P. How you doing?
What's up, Nick?
And Nick is saying there was
How's it
a
going,
bunch
Nick?
of people on my flight from Minneapolis to Miami last month that were connecting to a cruise ship. The same day we were late and they all missed their boats.
And then look at the next comment.
And then the next comment he made was, "Hi Rob, that plane that crashed in Toronto is the same one I took last year to Canada."
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Same plane that he took to Canada last year.
The exact same plane.
This is the one that crashed.
Yikes.
Wow.
Mm.
And that was a Delta flight.
Final destination.
But yeah, no, if you learn anything off of this, fly in the day before.
Yes.
Yeah, so at least that's that way. At least you could tour around the whole wherever you're docking from, and get a good experience of that environment.
That's at least that's your plans, but it gives you the bumper room, Justin.
Oh, that too, yeah.
To if something does go south, then at least you got bumper room to still get there on time.
Exactly.
And then his next comment has everything to do with today's topic.
I also missed that plane crash in Washington, D.C. last month by 4 days. On that trip, I was flying with American Airlines. Wow.
Yep.
Final destination.
So I think that American Airlines is not who we're talking about here. It's either the logistics dealing with the cruise line not wanting to pick up the tab on a hotel,
Or it's the people that fired all the people up in the tower directing the planes in. See, they got fired. There's not enough people.
or the fact that there are not enough air traffic controllers to go around
because they fired.
because they've been fired.
Yeah. But in my case, the decision, and I fully respect the decision that American chose to keep that plane grounded because of mechanical issues. I fully respect that.
Yep.
But try and tell me that there is not another plane that they can use.
Oh, we got someone underneath. I thought you were
At that airport.
Yep. Oh, okay, Nick. My bad. I have not been aware of the debunked. But yeah. There's definitely some job openings somewhere, for sure.
They're not hiring.
Yeah.
Good job.
So, yes, you will have to, if you end up missing your cruise because of a flight interruption, yes, you will have to pick up that bill at first. And then once you get back home, you have to start submitting all your receipts, and hopefully they turn around and get you reimbursed quickly to make up for all those extra expenses that you had to put out.
Mm-hmm. And
So
you still fighting with them about all of that, right?
we're still going after them for it.
Yep.
So it takes time. But Nick's now also saying, oh, that's Nightbot. Let's go to Nick. The people that missed their cruise ship on the plane I was on last month did not have travel insurance. Travel insurance is a must. Yes.
Yeah, that's always a must, because you never know what could happen.
Yeah, but in our case, because like I said, it was booked through the cruise line picks up the bill for it. So at least that's what they say. So we'll have to wait and see how much and if they do pick up that bill.
Yep.
But that is the story on the American Airlines getting to the ship. So next week, or on my next live stream, we will be talking about the rest of the trip and how did that go. So, does anyone have questions about the American Airlines portion of the trip?
They're the ones that got you to the chicken wings, man. Be grateful that you're still alive and on this side of the dirt.
Yes, sir.
That's all I'm saying. Hey, as long as the plane don't crash, I think you good.
Yep, that's all that matters, you know.
That's exactly that. That
You
all
made it.
matters. But
And it's a sad thing to say. Well, at least you didn't die. But sadly,
that too.
say this right now because there's so many planes going down.
Yeah.
Buddy,
You know, it's just the main. I use. You know what I did for the Navy, Rob? Is I kept maintenance records. I kept maintenance records on aircraft. And this really hits home for me. It's like you either got some lazy AZs that are taking bad notes, or you got some mechanic that's making shortcuts, or you got there's many moving parts to flights and flying. But as far as mechanical issues are concerned, that's all written. That's fine. That's dandy. These are not planes breaking down. These are planes falling.
Yeah.
Or running into each other, being misdirected is what it is. So I don't know. It's just weird to me that I have to say it, but at least you made it there alive.
Yep. And you still get to have all the fun and great memories with me on screen and in the chats.
And chicken wings.
And chicken wings.
Yep, chicken wings.
But I do see that a lot of you have been active in the chat tonight. And of course, we are at that hour where we need to share who is the top chatter this week. So coming in hot at number 5 is, with 9 chats, is Salvage Batman. At number 4, with 10 chats, is Mama Najuma Brown.
Okay.
And your top 3 are, with 17 chats, PK Adventures Travel, with Cheryl coming in with just one extra at 18, and your number one top chatter for the week is not only this guy right here,
Congratulations, Eddie.
Airline Studios.
Yes.
Who was that? Where was that?
Number 2.
I checked that tonight.
They did. He did 1-letter chats.
I get some Timbits. Yes. Yes.
Bring Timbits. We'll work for Timbits. I will. I'll do like a whole video intro for some Timbits.
It'll be with 10. And a cup of coffee on the side. Yeah,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, since I know Chris has never flown with American Airlines. Would you ever fly with American Airlines after hearing this story?
Well,
Or does it make a difference?
It'd be very questionable. Very questionable.
it is hard to say because it is on it if a plane gets delayed at another state flying in for connections, your whole day is gonna get screwed. If there's a storm or something happening, let's say it in Ohio, and you're living out of Atlanta, you're gonna get picked up on the way to Texas from Ohio. If that plane gets stuck up there, there's nothing you could do about it.
Nope.
So
Oh, for sure.
it's a roulette when you're at an airport. Anything can effing happen.
Yeah. No, it could happen with any airline as well too. It could happen.
Yeah.
Anything in an
Not just
airport.
American
anything.
Airlines.
You could be. I mean, it has happened to me. One of my last jobs, I left Seattle at 5 o'clock in the morning. I didn't make it home to Brooklyn till 2 o'clock in the morning the next day because I got sent everywhere. They waited to the last.
I was looking at that one.
And
Hey, check that one out.
Yeah, I'll never fly Delta again. They got the big butt comfortable seats, but yeah, that was kind of wicked. However, everybody made it off of that flight, so I know the
Amen
seats
to that.
are at least good.
I would.
Hey, everybody made it. And
Also, another fully flight.
Yeah,
No, it could happen to any airline.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now
It's
you don't
totally
have
in your hands.
traffic
But
control.
with the way how American dealt with it and not pulling the bags as fast as they should have been pulling them, I don't believe it was the proper method. After waiting for a very long time.
And also remember, a lot of these companies, those the baggers, they're union, so they're working for American, but they're doing their own way thing too. Also, so remember, Americans pay them to do the job, but now it's up to them to do the job their way, and sometimes that's why things work slow sometimes because it's union. I hate unions because of that.
Yep.
I'm telling you, when I did retail, every time we went to in Pennsylvania or any other state where it had unions, it was a nightmare because you couldn't even push them around to hurry up and get the job done.
They'll take their sweet time.
Yeah,
Amen to that.
but one of the managers should have done is they should have gone and did it themselves.
Yeah, but managers don't want to do that. They want to get all the workers to do it.
Right. Because like I said, we were insisting, are you sure it's not on that plane? And they went, no, it was pulled. Well, sure, like I said, sure enough, it was on that plane.
Yeah.
So they
And also, they're not responsible to put your bag in the plane that you're going. They, whatever space there is, this is one of the things they do at the airports. They put it in the first. Let's say there's another plane going to the destination where you're going, and instead you got room to put some luggage in it, they will put it in there and send that out. And it's something they do at airports no matter what. So
yeah.
Mm.
It sucks, but
Nick P is saying American Airlines canceled my flight from Washington Regional to Charlotte, South Carolina. Luckily, they canceled it before I went to the airport. Cancellations happen. It's how you deal with it. Exactly. It's all based
Exactly.
on how you deal with it, and you can't say any better. No airline is perfect.
Yep.
no airline strike. Yeah, that's right.
Stuff like this could happen on any airline.
Right.
Yeah,
But the final outcome out of it is it's based on how you deal with it,
Yeah.
the cards that have been thrown at you. So basically, you just gotta roll with the punches.
Oh, for sure.
that's
Roll.
why I love to fly Southwest, no matter what.
Southwest is where it's at.
Mm-hmm. It's a shame that we don't have it up here.
It is.
I don't have it here in Atlanta.
You have it in Atlanta,
Delta's the main.
unless they pull it out.
Anthony wants you to repeat that again, Eddie.
Say that again, please, Eddie. What am I saying?
I don't know. I think just the last thing you said.
Oh, Southwest. I love Southwest. Yeah.
Southwest. Yes, sir.
But Delta is the big shipping town here in Atlanta. So I was flying Southwest out of LaGuardia in New York when I was on my last job before I retired,
Mm-hmm.
and I loved it, man. It was a pain in the ass to get to the airport, but uh, Southwest really took care of me. So everywhere I went, 3 years of flying everywhere with them. But now I usually drive to wherever I'm going, unless it's the West Coast. Otherwise, then no other choice but to fly there or Puerto Rico. But
Right.
wherever I'm here if they need to go to New York, Texas, or Miami, I'll drive. I don't have a problem, and I leave either the day before or 2 days before.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not driving the same day, so no way.
Well, he wants you to repeat about the luggage transfer.
Oh, about the luggage transfer, yes, it is a fact that luggage get put on in different planes. They don't have to be going in the plane that you're going. If there's another flight that is going to the same destination and it
Mm-hmm.
has room for luggage, they will put it in there.
Yep.
That's why sometimes luggage gets misplaced because it's put in a different plane that it changes the stuff. Planes do change routes sometimes. I've been on flights where I landed in Arizona and I'm on my way to Texas, and out of the blue, that plane has to now divert someplace else. So we have to deboard the plane to get on another one to go to Texas because it's gonna have more space. This one is almost empty, so now they're gonna use it to something else, so they could save money and gas and transportation. Now we are the one getting screwed by getting off the plane while we're waiting on that hour transfer to board another plane. So I'm glad I'm done. Once in 2020, when I got out of the job and the pandemic hit, everything went full bar, and I was able to retire, and no more flights and no more of those headaches because it was
Mm-hmm.
a real pain in the ass sometimes. I slept in Denver one overnight. Other flights where I was at the airports everywhere. So yeah,
Terrible.
you see some crazy
Terrible,
shit.
terrible.
I got in Chicago Midway. I got hit with a PlayStation. He had it on the bag when he pulled it. He let it go and knocked me in the head. I got a concussion out of it. They
Mm-hmm.
put me out of the plane. And thank God this happened with Southwest also, but they put me in the next flight to Miami. So it was just horrible, So
Yep,
then again they took care of me too. So
they for sure did.
yeah. Oh, no. All right.
Yeah.
So you're gonna wrap up now or what?
I'm gonna wrap it up now. So that's the first portion of the trip. And next week we are going to carry on with the rest of the trip of that story.
Hey, Rob.
Yes.
How about you and I and Justin stay on for a little bit longer? We can go a little off topic.
Yeah. Well, we'll do that in the backstage.
What do you mean?
Once I go offline, then we'll be in the backstage.
When he stops the stream, yeah.
Jeremy, they're talking Canadian stuff, so watch out.
I'm staying. Hey, I figured if American Airlines is being discussed, that American should be here at least to to try to deal with any doubts about American Airlines, because
they're gonna curse you out.
No, he's gonna continue that topic next week.
They're gonna speak in French. So
I'm staying on for the after show. Come on.
So thank you all for coming on out tonight, and I look forward to seeing you all in the comment section.
Have a good one, guys.
Down below if you are catching the hashtag replay, and if you are watching the hashtag replay, give me 3 bananas in the chat.
Banana.
3 bananas.
Banana salama.
So once again, thank you all for coming out, and I will see you all on the high seas and wherever travels may take us.
Where the live action is at.
Bye for now.